WorldRemit is an online money transfer company that provides international money transfer services in more than 150 countries. It was founded in 2010 by Somali-born Ismail Ahmed, a 20-year veteran in the money transfer industry. Prior to setting up WorldRemit, he worked for the United Nations Remittance Program. On today's program, Patricia speaks with the country director of WorldRemit in Canada, Myckan.
Planet Africa Television will be right back.
Welcome to Planet Africa. I am Patricia, Bebia, Mawa. On today's program, we're featuring WorldRemit, an international award-winning money remittance company that gives people the opportunity to send money to their loved ones in different parts of the world. Today, I have the country director for Canada, Myckan. Hey, Corey, how are you doing?
I'm well, thank you. Thank you so much for having me today.
Oh, it's great to have you here. I'm always very excited to hear about WorldRemit because the founder, Ismail Ahmed, is from Somalia, from Africa like myself, and he started this company as a small company. Now it is a global company that has caused major disruption in the money transfer business. Tell me a little bit about WorldRemit.
So WorldRemit was founded in 2010 by Ismail Ahmed. He was having some challenges sending money to his homeland, and thought that it would be a good idea to disrupt the marketplace. One of the challenges in the remittance space was you had to travel long distances to pick up your money. It was expensive. It took a lot of time in your home country or the country that you were sending the money from. And he set out on this amazing journey to transform and disrupt the remittance space. And so he said, let's bring this old traditional offline world online, where people can do it from the safety of their home, the power of the phone, and keep it a lot more safe. So the important thing was to build a level of trust with the client, with the consumer, make it easier for them to actually send funds to their family, friends, or relatives, and also make sure that they weren't faced with these extortionate fees from traditional providers. And so he set on this journey 2010. We launched the business here in Canada in 2011, and now it's Canada's our fourth largest end market. And we're really excited to kind of be here working with the community for a large portion of your viewers. 7 of the 10 top markets that we send to are African markets, and so we're really excited to support that group, to make sure that customers are aware that there's different options, and make sure that it's important for customers to know that they've got different avenues that they can actually send funds to their family and friends, and for utility bills or mobile top-up minutes or whatever they need.
The world has witnessed a lot of disruption. It was Uber, Netflix, and there's so many of them. Why do you think that people caught up to WorldRemit so quickly? Because just 10 years ago, now you're sending to over 150 countries, with over 4 million users, and it's amazing. What do you think made people really get a wing of it so fast and trust the service?
Just going back to Ishmael, he had a tremendous amount of integrity. He understood the remittance. He was expert in remittance globally. And, as more people, I think 7 out of 10 people now have phones globally, there's a curve. It's almost like what we call it's the hockey stick curve in Canada, but elsewhere and all over the world. more and more people are using their phones. They actually want to go with a service that is safe and secure. We have over 125,000 5-star plus reviews, word of mouth. And so it took a little bit of time, to build this business up. But Canada, to the world, is a fantastic market for us to serve. I mean, Toronto alone has 100,000 immigrants a year coming to it. Coming to Toronto. I think in the next 3 years, Canada is going to have about 1 million immigrants coming. We're one of the fastest growing countries for African diaspora to come to Canada. So when people are deciding to make choices, they want to come to an open country, a diverse country, and Canada, I think, represents that. So, when Ishmael started the company, Canada was one of the first countries to start this business because it lines up well with the amount of migrants coming from elsewhere to Canada.
Oh, great. Well, we're going to take a very short break, and when we come back, I'd like to speak to you about some of the things you're doing in the community. I know WorldRemit is sponsoring Afrofest, the largest African free music festival in North America. So when we come back, I'll talk to you about that. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
When you go so far away from your family, one of the things that is a great concern is how you will get in touch, how you will help, how you can chip in and being of help in time of need. And I have found WorldRemit to be one of my greatest comforts. I can tell you of 2 incidences. Like one of them, my mom is a PCA member, and she's one of the members of Women's Guild. And during the month of June, the Women's Guild have a very important occasion in church whereby they fundraise and everyone comes with a contribution for the church. My mom didn't have any contribution to go to give the following day on Sunday. And on Saturday evening, I am seated doing my homework and submitting my assignments. I was late. And I felt an urge to just, send some little money to my mom. I just felt a push, and I just went to my phone and sent some money. One of the things about WorldRemit is it is very fast, it is efficient, it is safe and secure. And I just went to my phone, went to the app, WorldRemit, put the password and sent the money, and I went to bed. The following day, the morning, I got a long WhatsApp message from my mom saying, oh my goodness, my daughter, I'm in tears. I didn't want to tell you, but I was really praying because I didn't have anything to go to church with. And so that made me feel so fulfilled. That is one of the many incidents. And it is the most efficient, the fastest. And the other thing about WorldRemit is their rates. They always have very good rates, very competitive, and I am very, very grateful for WorldRemit.
I have been using WorldRemit for a while, and I find them very consistent, very easy to use, and very convenient. A few months ago, I had a call around 3 a.m. in the morning from Nigeria. An auntie of mine went into a diabetic shock, and they rushed her into the hospital. And when they got to the hospital, the doctor refused to treat her simply because they didn't have any cash money. And they were scrambling because it was kind of late. They called me. I picked up the telephone. They told me what was going on. Instantly, I remembered that I had WorldRemit. And I turned my phone on, and then I sent them the money that they needed. And they received it almost immediately. And it was a joy because their life was saved because of the convenience of WorldRemit. You need to use WorldRemit for whatever remittance you need. It is very convenient, very reliable, and easy to use. WorldRemit is number 1.
Planet Africa Television will be right back.
We're so happy to be a sponsor and here every year. The crowds keep getting bigger and bigger, and we're just pleased to be able to be here with all our customers and all our be immersed in the African culture.
How does it feel when you know that you are actually helping families stay together?
It feels better than you can imagine. One of the reasons that we're here is to help people, provide them a much lower cost means to send money, options where they don't have to have their family members walk or commute 20 miles to get their funds. And it's just great to be able to give back to society. And so we're very pleased to be here.
All you need to do is have the app on your phone or on your computer, and you can send money to over 150 countries all over the world.
Would you consider kind of a better marketplace for you guys than US maybe?
Actually, both markets are very good for us right now because there are so many immigrants in the US and there are also so many immigrants here in Canada. Of course, Canada is the land of immigrants and I live here, so of course I enjoy being here. Having said that, just the market in both places are different depending on where people are congregated. But did you know we now are actually serving all the states in the US? We have the license to serve all of them in the states. As at a few months ago, the last one was New York, so we are doing very well.
Welcome back. We still have Corey Myckan, the country director of WorldRemit, with us. Corey, hope you're having a good time here.
I'm having a great time.
Now, I do know the WorldRemit actually does support the community, the African community that is, and you're a major sponsor of Afrofest, the largest free African music festival in North America. Why did you decide to support this festival?
Well, first of all, we not only do a lot of social media, online work, but part of it is being in the grassroots, in the community. And so Afrofest being the largest outdoor festival in North America, basically celebrating African culture, made perfect sense for us. So as I mentioned, 7 of our top 10 countries that Canadians send to are in Africa. So Nigeria, Kenya, Ghana, Senegal, Cameroon, all these countries we hope are going to be represented at Afrofest, and we hope that we can be a part of that and bring our spirit to the show as well.
Great. Now, I know that Afrofest brings people together to celebrate African music and culture, and I see WorldRemit brings people together through money exchanges, because somebody sends money from the diaspora to the continent to take care of a problem. Is keeping the families together in a very unique way. So tell me a little bit about how your service specifically helps families to stay connected, even in small things like birthdays or being part of things that are happening back home.
So if you're having a birthday, or your sister's having a birthday, or your brother, or your best friend, what better way than to send them, $50 for, for that birthday, since you can't be there. With this truly global world, there are different ways that you can get involved now, and we think our service really helps families stay together, bond, friends, and make sure that they're aware of their relatives and family and friends overseas.
We're here as ambassadors for our family members, and sometimes they look up to us to assist with things. Now, why do you think an organization like WorldRemit is important to not only help us connect with our families, but to also encourage economic empowerment. Because sometimes I have family members who call me and say, oh, I want to start this business. This is one way I can just quickly do that to help them take care of that, opportunity to empower themselves economically. So it's like helping people not just to give people fish, but teaching them how to fish.
It's important for us to help empower these businesses, but not have them take days, days, weeks, months in order for them to get the money. So for the most part, our transactions, a send transaction that goes to someone is settled within a few minutes. And so we're really excited that the way that we built our network globally allows for that person to get the money much faster than traditional means.
That's really incredible. That's amazing. We'll just take a short break, and I would like to come back and ask you a few more questions regarding WorldRemit. So you don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with Corey Myckan.
Planet Africa Television will be right back.
I am the founder and CEO of Afropolitan Cities. Afropolitan Cities is a culture marketing and event production company based here in the USA. We've actually had the opportunity to work with WorldRemit on a few projects. But before I started working with WorldRemit, I was first a WorldRemit customer. I live here in the USA, but my family is still back in Ghana. And so a friend of mine highly recommended WorldRemit services to me. And I must say I have been absolutely impressed with their service since I started using it. I'm constantly on the road. And so when I need to send money, I need something that is fast, easy, and convenient. And so far, WorldRemit has been exactly that. I remember a very unfortunate situation where a very good friend of mine in Ghana, his wife had an emergency and had to be rushed to the hospital. And my friend needed my support. And so he gave me a call. At the time, I was on the road, and thank God I had the WorldRemit app on my phone. I was able to immediately open up the app and send my friend some funds to take care of his wife. I sent the money, and he was able to confirm it literally in a minute or two. And I'm happy to say now that his wife is doing well and back to regular life. I'm glad and happy that we have a service like this, of the WorldRemit service, that makes it possible for not just me, but for all of us in the diaspora to be able to be there for our friends and family back home. And I want to say a big thank you to WorldRemit for the amazing work you're doing. Thanks for the amazing service you're providing, not just to us in the diaspora, but to a lot of people all over the world.
Welcome back. We're still speaking with the country director of WorldRemit, a company that was founded by a Somalian immigrant in the United Kingdom. He's telling us all about the company. Now, I'd like to speak to you, Corey, about the future. What are your plans for the future for WorldRemit, especially in Canada?
So, great question. As I mentioned, Canada is one of our largest markets. We're seeing more and more immigrants coming into the market. We've now set up an office here in Toronto.
This is new, right?
Very new. Go Toronto. It's only been there. We've only been in Toronto for a few months, and super excited about that. We just think of Canada as it's only going up, and so part of it is making sure that we have a real connection with our diaspora communities and our other WorldRemit people, because the company is now around 800 people globally. And so I deal with my African counterparts.
So have you ever been to Africa?
I have been to Africa.
Where did you go?
I went to Zambia, Botswana, and South Africa.
Oh, good.
Wonderful.
You need to go to Nigeria too.
Yeah, that's my next trip. Got to do it for work now. So, I'm constantly working with my African counterparts to make sure that we have the right what we call payout options at their end. So in the case of Nigeria, we just announced that we have a cash pickup option, which we didn't have. And so part of it is providing the people choice, knowing what they want, and then giving them the options of choice. And we're not going to be in every country with every option, but over time we would like to make sure that we fulfill the customer promise. Low cost, easy pickup, or easy access to the funds. Building a business like this is difficult because you have to have people in a home market and a receive market, and you also have to have the necessary fraud prevention, the compliance controls globally. And you have to do the...
You have to be on top of technology.
You have to build the products, you have to respond to customer complaints, you have to be able to make sure you're launching the right types of products. And so the investment community has given us a kind of a positive sign, and we raised $175 million in the last round.
Yes.
And so a total of $330 million.
That's amazing.
And so we are really excited to use that money to continue to kind of grow and scale the business. Those funds will be used to support the business and take the business to the next level.
Wow, that's amazing.
And Canada is a part of that.
Yes, and Canada with you on top, you're going to make sure everything goes great. Well, Corey, it's been a great conversation, and thank you so much for coming. And I wish you and WorldRemit all the best.
Thank you so much for having us.
We've been having a conversation with Corey Myckan, the country director of WorldRemit in Canada. This is a company that was founded by an immigrant to the United Kingdom who originally came from Somalia. It is very inspiring as an immigrant to see someone start a company like WorldRemit, which has become an international remittance company that is competing with the big companies in that industry, and they've caused a major disruption. And I'm really glad that we've been able to have a chat with Corey. Now, remember to join us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Until next time, I'm Patricia, Bebia, Mawa. Goodbye. See you.